Okay, now one of the ways that you can make instant cash here on the Warrior form is obviously to create your own product and to sell it in the Warrior Special Offers form. Now, the Warrior Special Offer form does actually cost you. It is going to cost you $40 to submit your thread. However, you expect to be able to make for sales, if your product is $10, then you can easily put your thread here on the Warrior form and expect to get your money back. Now, there are a couple of things you're going to want to know. Now, in order to do this, and the rules are going to state this, I'm just going to click in here in the open rules so that you'll be able to see how things are going to go. Okay, now there are a couple of things you want to take note of. Number one, if you're going to create if you're going to have a WSO, it needs to be your product you created. So you can't get an affiliate product if you didn't create it. Then you can't post it, or that's technically the rules. The other thing that you want to really take note of, now it's said that your price should be better than the public gets. Not everybody follows that, but you still want to try to stay within that part of the Warrior Form rule. And so you want to make sure to read through that thread, read the rest of the rules there. There is one more thing that is important for you to take a look at here. You want to come back out and you want to take a look at this thread inside of the Warrior Special Offers thread, which is how to pay for a thread. And let's take a look at that one. Now here's the order. You want to post your thread first, then a moderator is going to improve your thread. You're going to get a private message, and then as soon as you pay for the thread, then your thread goes live and you'll have a WSO. Now there are a couple of things that you want to be aware of when you do that. Your thread's going to go pretty much live as soon as you pay for that thread. You don't get a chance to see it a second time. So now one of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure your thread looks right on the Warrior form ahead of time. And there's a way to do that. I'm going to show you that here by going back out to the outside here. And then there's the area of the form called test form. And you can make your test post here, and you can make sure that your sales page is going to look right, or your Warrior form page looks right. So you can click in here, create your page, and I'll take you on the inside here so you can see what the test form looks like. Okay, so basically it's not going to look any different from any other thread. You are going to be able to post in here, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to post your thread just like you're going to want to make it look inside of the WSO form. Now when you do that, then all you're going to do is to come back here, copy all the information. Okay, you're going to copy all the source code and then add it to your thread. Okay, so the first thing is you want to get it right here inside of the post, get it looking the way you want, and then come back, and then you're literally going to copy all of the source code, and you're going to go back to the Warrior form thread and submit it, just like we did when we took a look just a second ago. Okay, so I'm gonna back out of here, and there is one more thing that we need to look at here. Now, if you're struggling for ideas on how to create copy that sells inside of the Warrior form, well, the obvious place to look is going to be other Warrior form special offers. You can click inside of the Warrior special offer form, and then you want to start looking at the threads that are popular. And the threads that are popular, you want to take a look and see what their copy looks like. And then you don't want to copy directly, and you really don't want to copy at all, but you do want to get some ideas on what you can adapt for your thread. And if you're new to copywriting, that is really the best way for you to start creating copy that sells. Obviously, you're going to come back and you're going to adapt it, and you're going to adapt it for your particular offer. But if you want to try to figure out quickly, look at one of the long-lasting, more popular threads, and then take a look to see what that person's thread looks like. Okay, here's a person inside here, and again, I mean, you don't have to do it the way this person does. That's the way they did it. You've got a lot of different examples that you can use, and you can see some people have graphics done. You'll see other people that just do something that's pretty plain. Obviously, this person already has they've got some authority, or they've got some credibility because they've been in the Warrior form over some length of time. If you haven't been there any length of time, then you're not going to be able to take advantage of any particular authority or trust that you're going to have built. So you're going to have to make sure that your copy is professionally done. But this is something that you can do very easily if you want to post your thread inside of the Warrior Forum. Now, the only other issues that you want to deal with here is you're going to figure out how you're going to deliver your product. We've already talked about JVZoo. I want to take a minute and talk about Warrior Plus right now because you can also use Warrior Plus to deliver your product here on the Warrior Forum. Let's take a look at Warrior Plus. Now, you want to get yourself an account at warriorplus.com. You want to then come inside of here and create a new product. Now, there are a couple of different ways to do that. You can do this inside. You can just buy a license for your thread, or you can do WSO Pro Advanced. Either way, you will be able then to create a product and have WSO Pro deliver that product to your buyer using their system, and you can put their buy button on your page. That pretty much is the way that you're going to be able to go and get started, and you can have this system deliver the product for you. WSO Pro and JVZoo are probably the two most recognizable names that people will have trust with you if you are delivering your product through those services. Okay, so that is your payment processing. They're going to do that through PayPal, and all you've got to do is get yourself set up with WSO Pro or JVZoo, and you are ready. You want to get a buy button once you buy a license or set up a product. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.